He gets it in the hands of Geis. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Let's go, motion, motion, motion. 44 is the mic. 44.
To throw again on second down. Allen. That's Samuel. Caught left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Geis shedding through the defense, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the Patriots' 39-yard line.
Round 80. Check, check. Hey, here we go.
On second and 12, Allen. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Here's Allen to throw it. Open man is heard. It's complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Allen going to come to the line here, first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Check it back. Check 5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They've got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
6, 6. Pull it high. Shift. Slam.
On the ground, Michelle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10.
Check. Hey, stand up. Clear.
Off play action. Anthony. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10. Back to throw. Anthony. And able to find Conley. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
No score after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Here's 2nd and 8. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Hey, lock it.
Operating from the gun, Anthony. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. It's been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Wild 52. Watch out.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll get nothing out of that one.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still, no yardage. Okay.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 3rd down, Anthony. He's got the hook up with Conley. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Look at me, zipper.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Anthony steps away to his left. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Anthony. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you get momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that moment. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen completes it out left to Ware. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Patriots 18-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. That is caught at the 7. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. This is Geis, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Darius Geis in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then they'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Check back 33. And watch the leg.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Leo!
From the gun, they run with Michelle. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, Alpha!
On 3rd and 2, Anthony. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands, and, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yo, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Anthony. And he's going to go down again. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them alive.
That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Reset. Hey, Charlie.
33. Stop your whining.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Deshaun Hall just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Watch it. 56. No.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So on the heels of the sack, they knock him backwards in the running game.
So now it's up to the offense coordinator talking directly into the helmet of his quarterback to instill a little bit of confidence here. Call the play with authority, call with confidence, and let him know this one is the winner.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Out to the right. He's got the tight end Waring. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 32-yard line.
Second and 5 now. Allen, throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Hey, Teddy! Check Mike 33. Check Mike, check Mike.
Throwing on first down is Allen. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. Back now here on EA Sports, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw on second down, Anthony. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The Texans here on third down putting an extra defender in the secondary. Operating from the gun, Anthony. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellows up front in order to bring this one home.
Allen from the gun on third down. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Allen going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. J.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Hey, echo.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Anthony. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Check 43. Rock it. Check.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Anthony. Open man is good and complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards the final tally. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood. Step.
From the gun, Anthony. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Hey, Sam off.
To throw on 2nd down, Anthony. And the pressure gets to him again. J.J. Watt, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
He's crashed. Gone. Check 26. Check. Hey, Delta.
Mike, 55. Check 55. Mike. Here we go, D.
Get it.
Operating from the gun, Anthony. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
McCaffrey. Looks right. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Anthony. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Regular.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. So Houston going to come away here with the victory, and they were booed.